Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is Miss Shirley, your OG Gardner, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Zone B. If you're watching the replay, please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. And also hit that notification button so that you'll be notified of any new videos I might upload. So how is everybody this evening? Hello, experience with Sassy. I saw Joshua Gabriel came in early, and I was like, okay, Josh, all right, I see you. I see you. Oh, hey, experience with Sassy. I'm a little sassy tonight, girl. You know how you get into your feelings sometimes. I'm in the mind tonight. So I'm gonna wait for a few more folks. So get this party started and we'll go into our subject. Sassy, how's the weather there with you? It's down to 63 degrees here. It's been raining on and off for the last 2 days, and I'm talking about raining. My rain barrels and buckets can't take any more water. Everything is filled up. And then all next week it'll be hot, and then we'll need every drop of that water we have in them buckets and stuff. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Hey, boo. How are you? Thank you very much for coming in this evening. Miss J.K. Gardner, good evening. Thank you so much for stopping in this evening. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's been raining everywhere, and I'm hearing also heat as well. The heat has been a monster too. I was hearing like in Texas, like their heat index is like 110. I'm glad we don't have that here. I mean, I like a little heat, and I don't even mind a little humidity every now and then. But 110 heat index, nah, y'all keep that. I like my cool weather. You know, I can grow brassicas in July when you guys they will bolt overnight there. So y'all have to wait till spring and fall to do that. So I'm good. Hey Deborah Garrett, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Glad to see you facing the place. For the ones that are already in chat, can you drop your temperatures? Let us know what you're dealing with. Rainy here too. Yeah, Nikki, it's been raining so much here. I told you I thought I saw Noah's Ark go down the street. It rained last night. It knocked out electricity in a few places, knocked some trees down on some houses and cars. The winds got up. We had gotten a what they call it, a thunderstorm advisory about 6:30, quarter to 7 last night. No, it was 8:30, quarter to 9 because it got bad right after Bible study, and that was over by 9 o'clock. And the lights went out. The winds got up to 80 miles an hour in some parts of town. I'm on the east side. West side got jacked up. It was down trees and tore up houses everywhere. Hey, Official Jamia, thank you for stopping in. Looking extra gorgeous tonight. She got a hot date, a hot date with me. Girl, it's cool enough to put on a turtleneck over here. I told you it's only 63 degrees, damp, every bone in my body ache. And I was just like, I'm trying to keep everything warm and whew, in line. Put it to you like that. Uh, you said it was hot earlier today before the rain. Yeah. Well, it was hot yesterday. It got up to 80 degrees. I was outside sweating. I was pulling weeds. I had to come in and cool off. And then the rain, like I said, later in the evening, it broke out. Man, I was pulling all my small pots off the banister to keep in the wind, knocking them off in the high range, you know. Official Jamia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Deborah Garrett said it got 103 degrees hot. No, 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 no. See, that would be messing with my hot flashes. I wouldn't know which is which at 103 degrees. No. Hey, Jigs, what's up? J3GS Farms, how are you? Yeah, and every time it rained, it got cooler. Yeah, so it got cool. It went from 80 degrees all the way down to 63. Yeah. Oh, it's currently 79. Dang, Nikki, you guys are warmer than us up there on the East Coast. No joke with the temperature swing. Yeah, it is. So this is what, you have cases of pneumonia and flu and stuff in the summertime, or you get them summer colds. That's the hardest thing to have in the summer because when it gets hot, you can't breathe. Woo, yeah. When I start getting overheated, I start sneezing and my nose start running. And I had to find somewhere to sit down and just be cool and quiet. Right now I'm chasing critters. I was sitting in the garage trying to cool down yesterday, and a baby groundhog came out from under the house next door and was starting to chew on a plant on the side of the house there. He didn't see me until I was like, oh my goodness. And then he stopped like that and he looked around, then he took off. It was a baby groundhog. And then when I was talking to who was that? Auntie Ellen earlier, I opened up the side door and the mama ran past the door. I go outside and look up and there's a baby raccoon hanging over the banister on the back porch. I was like, what the hey? Yeah, and something. I don't know if it was the raccoon or the groundhog. My what's that? Cucumber vine started growing out of my green stalk. It ate all the leaves off what it could reach and a few of the cucumbers. I was so mad. I was like, and then it started biting off the tops of my string beans. So I got some chicken wire around it now. I don't know if it's high enough to stop them, but hey, I can only do so much. The raccoons was pulling the cages off my veggies in the big garden. So I do what I can and then move on. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, CC. I know today someone said it was your special day. So I'm glad to see you made it in the chat. You're not somewhere throwing them down, or are you throwing them down while you're listening? Yeah. What Mike said, YouTube stuck in ass. All right. Okay. All right. That's okay, Mike. If it's gonna put some cha-ching in my pocket, let it go head on. I ain't mad at you. If you watching them or whatever, I ain't mad. Thank you so much, Mike. I was watching your short with the squirrels. That was it. Two males chasing one female. I tell you, boy, you need to have your own show called Squirrel Chronicles, because they be doing a little bit of everything. Will Cece say yes, ma'am? Mike said, here we go. Yes, indeed. I'll be throwing down this weekend. Oh, you gonna wait till the weekend? All right, say. Well, you ain't got but one more day. What's today? Thursday. Tomorrow is what most people call TGIF. It's TGIF every day for me. Woo. I'm like, who is that? Violet on Down Abbey. What's a weekend? I'm off every day. Best thing in the world was retirement. Oh, everybody talking to CC. Yeah. I hear y'all like fricassee up there in Texas. It's so hot. Hot in Florida. It's hot in Boston. Somebody said it was 94 in Boston. I said, Boston? Even Mike said it's hotter in Minnesota than it is here in Ohio. I was like, okay. Be like, I don't know. Y'all going all the way around us as far as the heat and stuff. We had one warm day. That was it. And then it hasn't been warm since then. So I know when it hits, we're going to be hollering about, it's too hot. But hey, if we didn't complain, we wouldn't be human. Mike said I was stuck for 8 minutes. What? They best buy you well. Good Lord. They really was trying to get you to buy whatever it was, huh? 8 minutes. Wow, most of them is like 2 or 3. They had you on lockdown, huh, Mike? Yes, you see, yes, it's hot here. It's always hot in Texas. When isn't it hot in Texas? If you're not over there trying to do a backstroke, CC, you over there being shake and bake. The son said, shake and bake, I fried, I helped. Oh my goodness, my girl. I hadn't seen her in a month of Sundays. I seen you on other lives, but you haven't been this way. Hold on. I'm trying to pick my weight back up, y'all. Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do. And I cut it off. One of these days, I'm gonna try to hit that high note for you, Lala. Today just ain't it. Ah, nice to see you in the chat. Oh, the chat just jumped. David. I didn't tune in, but I was watching you and Bayou Sugar and Official Jamie and all of y'all earlier and Laura on her show. Y'all was so silly. Y'all is crazy. I enjoyed y'all. I had Auntie Ella on my phone. I had Bayou Sugar on the big screen. I had was it lead on my tablet. Everybody had lives popping up today, so I was trying to get a little bit and click and give everybody a thumbs up on all of them. Yeah. So I was in just, you know what? It's fun to watch folks on other lives just truly enjoying themselves. As adults, we can get just as silly as the kids and do it without being vulgar. And I was so funny today. It was just amazing. And then I was watching who was that? Tampa last night. I didn't jump in there with Nikki and them. And I was listening to y'all last night and it was just hilarious. Okay. I mean, y'all did some shenanigans last night. Y'all had me cracking up. I wasn't feeling that good yesterday evening, so I just kind of laid back in the background, but I enjoyed. Yeah, David, that fig tree you had back up in there, oh, that bad boy was huge. I was like, oh, I know the squirrels gonna be having big fun on that fig tree. It was looking nice. Yeah, everybody saying hello. Devora, good evening. Thank you, sweetie. How are you? Welcome to the chat this evening. Okay, we starting to pick up a little crowd here. My question was, how many in the garden community? I forgot the question. Oh, they said, don't get old. It ain't worth it. Sometimes it's just a headache. How many in the garden community knew about gardening before the pandemic? Because I know we got a lot of new folks in here. But actually, how many of you guys actually know how to garden? Because I know some of us grew up with grandparents back in the day that did gardening. But then for the ones who didn't, how did you learn about gardening? Mike David says squirrels dance up and down that tree. Yep. Everybody's saying hi to you, Bro. What's up? I didn't see you pop in here. I know the chat just jumped a minute ago. There you go again. Okie dokie. All right. Thank you for stopping in this evening. There she go. I see you grow. Yeah. Everybody saying hello. I forgot all the time too. Oh, I forget all the time too. Okay. Yep. Cece said I was growing before the pandemic. Okay. Mike says I was doing hydroponics gardening. Okay, before the pandemic. Backyard garden, Flo. I didn't see you, but I see people saying hello. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Uh, David said, I knew from aunts and uncles. Okay. I did it from my grandmother because I'm the first granddaughter. My cousin Earl's the first grandson. So there was no other kids around other than myself. And I used to hang with Granny in Granny Garden. Fisher Jamia said, my grandpa grew a few things, but I've been learning from this community. Okay. I see somebody saying hi to Tag. So the analytic gardener, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping in. Miss J.K. Gardner said, I knew but didn't do it much until the pandemic. My mom gardened. Okay. And I'm seeing that a lot. Just gifted. Thank you for stopping in, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Uh, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing a lot of people saying that once the pandemic hit and they needed something to do, and they found out that putting more money in their pocket than in the grocery bill became a lot more feasible. G Mama grows hard in the garden. I see you popping in and passing through, trying to get some work done. Oh, okay. Analytic Gardener's talking to CC. All right. Yeah, so I had been gardening since, as my grandmother used to say, knee high to a duck. So I've been gardening a long time, and I've gardened in every place I ever moved. This is the longest I've ever been in one spot, and I've been here over 25 years. Yeah. So as we learn how to garden, how many of you guys took that gardening knowledge and turned it into a YouTube channel? Because I didn't know any of you guys until I started coming on YouTube. And I used to, like most of us know, we started out with Lead Farmer and maybe a few other folks, but Lead is the predominantly one I know of. And that's who encouraged, me. He was encouraging everybody. You want to talk about gardening, you want to talk about or learn more about it from others, to start your own channel. So Led had been on YouTube and Facebook and stuff years before his channel started blowing up. Because when I first started listening to Led Farmer, he hadn't even hit 73,000 people yet. Now he's over 300,000. So yeah, I've been with Led a long time, and then I got a chance to meet him in person at the Soil Family Expo, and it was just awesome. Uh, yeah, David, I saw you earlier when you was out there showing them your little garlic patch in your garden. And you say you got to get more reading done, but it's too hot. Yeah, yeah, David, you don't want to turn into midnight. And you stand in the corner with your eyes and your mouth closed. Ain't nobody gonna see you, bro, out there in that heat. Yeah, so you'll be all right. Make sure you wait till the sun go down. Don't want you falling out there in that yard. Yeah, even CC telling you, David, don't go out there in that Texas heat. That ain't no joke. Heat stroke is something that you don't want to get, because once you get it, you're real susceptible to getting overheated real quick. Yeah, you got to learn to stay cool, get in the shade, keep something cool to drink, keep your head covered. Yeah. Well, not only Texas heat ain't no joke, Florida either. With the humidity, ooh, I can't do Florida. I don't know how people handle that humidity. It's so thick you can cut it with a knife. And when I was in Dallas, Texas, it got pretty humid there too. G Mama says, I started growing in deep water culture buckets before the change. Okay. I used to ice skiing the planet. And what year? I'd like to know that. Oh, you've been a chocolate chip all your life, David. Don't even try it. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. You said it right, you Roro. David, you's a fool. Oh, he said yesterday I turned cocoa. Uh, what's that? Moco. Please, you wish you was that light. Oh, G Mama. No, no, don't feed into him. You too. No, let it go. Let it go. And he had nerve to say you too, G Mama. Oh, y'all stop. My sister is dark complected, and I always told her, I used to tease her, call her a chocolate chip. And then my mama used to say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And I used to tell her, when you get that dark, it ain't no use. She used to get so mad at me. I know I can get dark in the summertime, being out in the sun. Yep, get lighter towards the winter months. Yeah, being out there in that sun. That sun ain't no joke. You can put on all the sunscreen you want. You can put on a hat, cover up, mask, the whole 9 yards. But when them UV rays want you, oh, they gonna get you. It's just like driving and you had that one arm exposed and that one arm be darker than the rest, than the other arm and stuff, because it's always seem like the sun is always shining on the driver's side of the car. Yeah. Mike said, this week outside in the garden, I got a little color. Okay. Oh, so you're not talking about when I was teasing you about putting your hands out there, we can tell what shade you are. Now you've been out there saying you got a little color. All right, Mike. I believe and G Mama used to be light brown. You know what, David? You need to stop. Mm-mm. You got them twisting your head too tight. That's what's wrong with you. Veggie Farmer, what's up, baby girl? Nice to see you. He said, not just light skin, light. You know what? You just done took it to a whole new level. Mike said, I'm still caramel, not chocolate. Y'all on the road tonight. Oh Lord, what G Mama said, I've been chocolate all my life. Didn't get black until I stayed outside in the military. I was saying you was marked permanently. Oh, yeah, so back to the question, y'all. How many in the garden community? Oh, and Kate did gardening before the pandemic, or did the pandemic change you into gardening? Because I know a lot of places you couldn't go into the store under certain hours. You had to be in and out. My granddaughter bought me a lot of groceries at first when the pandemic first opened up. And her and her boy, well, it was her fiance at the time. They're married now, but they would bring my groceries to sit them outside the back door because she had keys to the house. Excuse me. She would say, Graham, wipe everything down before you put it in the cupboards and stuff. And I was like, okay, I would. And she would bring me a bottle of wine every now and then because she knew what I liked. So, but at that time, I was growing in little pots inside the house, but I wasn't hip to hydroponics. And then I saw the hydroponic kit one day at Wally World, and I bought it. And I just bought it to have it because I haven't used it, but I've used the light. I like the light, so I got to get into it. Yeah, everybody's talking to CC. G Mama said I started experimenting with soil around that time. Okay. Jig says since 1965. Yeah, I can believe that. Mike said I felt lucky I was growing a lot pre-demic. Okay. Ooh, and the chat just jumped. All right. Let me see. Some of y'all comments just took off. I gotta see. I started going, okay. And Mike said I felt lucky I was growing a lot pre-demic. When it hit, I was okay. All right. Said I was gardening before the pandemic, but the pandemic is when I really expanded my garden and got serious about it. Yeah, I think a lot of folks got serious about it. And you know what's so crazy about it? A lot of the mom and pop stores end up going out of business because of the pandemic, and they were a lot of the gardening stores and stuff. And even a few big ones lost. That was their only form of living, was the garden centers, and they closed. My favorite ones all got ended up being closed. But then after the pandemic and everybody started gardening, everything blew up. It went from one extreme to the next. Is that Erica? Get out of here, my flag garden. My fly family. Welcome, Erica. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. Frying up the steak. All right, go ahead. Make me one medium rare. I go for a jigs. I love me some steak. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. All right, y'all. Speaking of, yeah, he said he getting some food together. I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do. If your stomach growling at you, you know what you need to do in order for it to be right. Texas Lala said, I decided to start gardening in the fall of 2019. So ordered a bunch of stuff, but I didn't actually open the boxes until I was bored during the quarantine of March 2020. That's okay though. You open up those packages though, and then you kind of went from there. So it's not like you got shortchanged. All right, y'all gonna hear a door slam. That's my neighbor on the third floor. He coming down and check the mail. Oh, okay. I'm trying to get this needle. All right. Erica said, Jigs, you better speak to her. And Mike said, fry him up a steak too. He just started something about some food. Okay. Trying to get this little arrow so I can keep up with the messages. And oh yeah, Betty Farmer, yeah, you killing it. I love her garden. Oh, I love how you rearranged it. Everything looks absolutely fantastic. Everybody's garden's been looking nice. I mean, I've been watching all the little shorts of everybody doing a harvest. I might get a chance to finally harvest something, if it's nothing but the kale. I've been eating strawberries. I was out there eating strawberries between the rain, trying to fight off the slugs because with all this rain, they're going after it. David said, "Just call me the watermelon king." Not yet, David. Don't get your jockey strap all in a knot. No. Tap that like button. Help support the channel. Thank you, G Mama. Woohoo! Appreciate it. Um, Backyard Garden Flow said, I started my garden February the 21st after I do my two-knee replacement. Needed something to get me out of the house, and I learned so much from all of you. Thank you all. Hey, thank you for even taking how you say our advice and doing stuff. Like everybody does things different. So if you got some advice or learned something from the garden community and it worked for you, bravo. Some people understand it and others don't. Jig says, I'm frying up two steaks. Whoever gets here by 1945, military time, okay, can have it. You got jokes, ain't nobody coming and gonna get there that quick. So yeah, a lot of people didn't have tools for gardening. They didn't have shovels or spades. They might have had a rake because they had leaves in the yard, but they might not have had gloves or garden boots. They might have just worn a pair of tennis shoes that they don't really care, or flip flops that they can wear out in the garden. And then as you got a little more experience, you started buying special water hose and let's see, water hose, the attachments to it. You start buying garden gloves. Not everybody like putting their hands in the dirt. You start buying hats, to keep the sun off your head and your neck. Uh, you you got a little more involved in it. It was just more than just um, adding some fertilizer to the soil or pulling weeds and stuff. It's a whole gamut, when you start gardening. Like some people didn't know what kind of soil to buy. If they did it in pots, you don't put garden soil into pots. You would use potting soil because it was lighter. Garden soil was too heavy, it get compacted, it gets like clay, and it can smother and kill your plants. So you start gradually learning little things about how to garden. You had to buy tomato cages, start buying bamboo stakes to stake up your tomatoes or your peppers. Uh-oh, Erica. Uh-oh, her and David is at it. All right. Are you calling me half blind? I'm gonna let y'all go at that. Oh, OG, where you been? What you mean where I been? I've been right here. I've been here all day. It's been raining outside. I was outside earlier and the rain chased me in the house, and I've been in here ever since. Right. Gardening is a lifestyle. It will change your lifestyle. A lot of folks that didn't garden before, all they did was, go to work, do their 40 or 80 hours, however much they like to work, and come home, and that was it. Um, Now it's a whole lot different. Divorce says couponing was my main hobby until the pandemic, when my focus shifted to gardening fall of 2020 and never looked back. Right. So people found out that they could actually grow stuff and benefit from it and enjoy it and find out that their food tastes better than what they get at the supermarket. That was a game changer. Some people said I didn't like tomatoes until I started growing my own. I didn't like cucumbers until I started growing my own. I didn't like radishes until I started growing my own. I didn't like peppers until I started growing my own. Roby acting like she innocent. Leave. Hey, you grow. You grow. Ro is my girl. Don't be messing with her. Don't start nothing. Put your focus back on Erica. She said your watermelon was fake news. Oh. Whoa, girl. Oh, Ro, you know she have tall. Oh, I leave Erica alone. Why are you picking on Erica, David? Oh, Eric. Erica said, David, I heard you paint your cantaloupe to look like watermelon. That's a good one, Erica. That's cute. Oh, hey, diversity love. Hi, hon. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Y'all at it again. This is what is this? Thursday night shenanigans now. Oh my goodness, y'all just too silly. Everybody saying hello to one another. Uh, so so gardening became now a multi-trillion dollar conglomerate. Now, before all these small places, some places ended up opening back up and getting back into business when people started getting into it. But if you notice, the more that we garden, the higher the prices are getting now. Before you could go and buy starts for $1.50, $2. Now they want anywhere from $5 to $8 for one plant. With only one plant in it, there's no multiples in them anymore. The prices of potting soil and garden soil and mulch starting to go through the roof. I remember when I bought my first fruit tree, it was $29.95, 98, something like that. Now they want $34.95 in one week, and then the next week it was like 36. And then I seen them at the Blue Apron place. They was like $40, 39.99, and also at the Orange Apron place. Uh-oh. Oh, no, you didn't, David. David, you on a roll today. You've been on everybody's show cutting up. Yeah, who lit a fire up under your butt? Oh, so yeah, I've noticed in the garden community, we not only swap seeds, but we send live plants. I've gotten fig cuttings, grape cuttings, cuttings for mulberry trees and what have you, mullein, and a few other things. So we send more than just seeds to one another. And then Bro gifted me my Miwok kumquat, and I thought I had killed it. I thought I had overwatered it this winter. And I asked Broke about it. He said, just cut it back and just be, patient, which I did. And I loaded it up with super juice and what have you. And when I went out there the other day, I seen new leaves. And I was like, yes. So it didn't die. And I'm so happy. It might take a little minute for it to bounce back, but I'm so happy. And I looked at my Meyer lemon. Now I saw it yesterday and all of this wasn't on it, but today it's loaded with blossoms. Blew my mind. I was like, them blossoms weren't there yesterday because I've been pouring out some of that water out of the tray underneath all of them. And now it's just blossoms all over. So hopefully I will get some lemons that I can actually eat. Hey, pretty girl. Thank you for stopping in. Netta's Nest. What's up, Nesty? Thank you for stopping in. Woo! Yes, thank y'all for all coming in. So, all right, I need to hear some more stories here. How many in the garden community was gardening before the pandemic? Or did the pandemic help you learn about gardening? And with the prices of everything going up, like some bell peppers, like especially the different color ones, not the green, they can be up to $4 to $5 for one pepper. Hey, OG Gardenings. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope y'all hitting that like button and that you showing me that you like me just a little bit. It would be greatly appreciated. I don't know why I'm so tight-tongued tonight. OG, if I told you who lit the fire, you wouldn't believe me. David, but who asked you to keep it burning though? Did nobody tell you to throw some more wood on the fire to keep it burning? You just don't want to take the rap because you could have walked away and left it alone. No, you didn't. G-Mama said that defibrillator will bring them back. Yes, it will. Juice it. Yes, indeed. Y'all just cutting up. Royal Erica can't see straight. She painted. Oh, David, and you sitting there talking about somebody who started the fire. Listen to you. You keep throwing fuel on the fire. Yep. Through this community, I already had started growing stuff, but I'm growing stuff I never thought I could. Like I'm growing a Miwok kumquat. I'm growing Meyer lemons. I'm growing banana plants. What else I got out there? Figs of all kinds. I was looking at them. They putting on a lot of new leaves. Hopefully, I'll be starting getting some figs. I think a lot of my garden will come to life once it get warm because everything is kind of like stagnant. They're breaking through the ground, but they're not growing like they should because they don't have the heat. Like all my ginger have broke ground. I got a little stem like this sticking up, and my turmeric that I got from T-Nog. Thank you, T-Nog. It's actually opening up. The leaves are opening up. I'm gonna have turmeric. I was like, I can grow some ginger, but this is my first time growing turmeric, so I am really excited. I need to put it in a bigger pot. Gina versus Gina. Hey, daughter. Okay. See, the only reason I bet you Gina here tonight is because of the rain, because she'd have been out in her community garden. That the ground is too muddy and too wet to work in it. So I'm glad that she made it through here tonight. Thank you so much. I ain't mad at you. I understand. Urban Gardner, what's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in. Why you film in the nursery and act like it was your oh David, Gina, get them two. Erica and David are at each other. Oh my goodness. And you Grow is trying to referee. The new urban gardener. Thank you for stopping in this evening. My question to the chat before Bobo Brazil and Shorty in the other corner got at each other is how many in the gardening community knew about gardening before the pandemic? I know some of y'all are old hats at it. Some of you guys are new. I want to hear some more stories. Mike was talking about how he was in the hydroponics and whatever, uh, like the cracking methods and what have you on the inside before he ventured out and really got into it on the outside. And some of you guys were raised up by your grandparents or aunts and uncles, and you didn't stick with it at that particular time, but you had knowledge of it. But then once the pandemic hit, you knew what to do in order to get a garden started. First thing you had to do is get seeds. You also had to find a good location in your yard that got good sun coverage so that your plants would grow. You had to do some weeding. You had to do some fertilizing. So it's some things that you knew ahead of time. Ooh, excuse me. And knew how to do it, whereas others were new gardeners and they had no idea what to buy. They didn't know whether they were doing a raised bed or pots or buckets or whatever. I'm doing no such thing. Oh Lord, have mercy, they at it again. The new urban gardener said, I had a small garden. My grandfather let us help him. Okay. But you learned from him though. You had some idea in regards to how to garden. Diversity Love says, I used to make a garden scene on my balcony before the pandemic. Okay. And then you just extended it once it hit. OG Gardenings says, been growing all my life. Same way here, wherever I went. My mom used to get mad at me before I had my own house, my first house. She was like, why don't you quit fixing up these people's yards? She be out there, digging up the soil and planting this, that, and the other. And I was like, I never seen you stop coming over here to pick out that garden while you sitting here fussing at me about being out in the garden. My mom used to come and raid my garden all the time. We study fussing, but she be raid my garden. Gina says, I had knowledge as a little girl in my grandmother's garden. And that's where I learned mine, my grandmother. Pretty girl said, Papa grew all my life, but I only grew cucumbers and watermelon. Oop, then the chat took off. So, yep. And Well, at least you got a taste. How they say you got your toes dipped in the water there, so you had an idea. Gina David Payne false wall. Oh, y'all still at it. That says my mom gardened my yard for years when she lived here. It took me years to realize how important it is to grow your own. Yeah, but now you off and running and you the head of the class. Bro, I used to make mud pies on the sidewalk and sprinkle grass on top like it was lettuce. David, you don't have no sense at all. None. G Mama says my grandparents gardened and hunted, but I was into the sports back then. I wish they could see me now. Oh yeah, they would be happy. Tickle pink. Erica, don't tell the first stunner that she had a fake scale. Oh my God, y'all still at it? Y'all so silly. Oh my goodness. Um, you know what? The day that they finally end watermelon wars, what is it? October the 1st. That day is gonna make YouTube history. I know it's gonna be off the chain because everybody have to get their videos in showing you cutting the watermelon off the vine and weighing it and what have you. That's gonna be ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Y'all think y'all talking smack now. When that happens, whoo, I wonder who in the world gonna end up being the king or queen of Watermelon Wars 2025. That's gonna be a heck of a show. I think everybody gonna be tuned in and they're gonna blow that channel up. Who gonna host that? Bro, be on his channel. You'll have 20,000 people on there watching how this gonna go. He gonna have from UK with Rambo Green Hands and all the way to Jamaica if Fifi or somebody in them over there visiting. We gonna have folks tuning in from everywhere. David said, G Mama, they would be proud of you like I am of you. And speaking of G Mama, I'm going to answer your challenge. Since you tagged me, I'm going to answer your challenge. I'm not going to tell you now because then it would take the surprise out, but I'm going to answer your challenge. If you can grow a watermelon, we going to say, yeah, it's all right. I know it's more people in here that's in here. It's over 37 people up in here. I know I haven't gotten 37 answers in regards to how'd you get into gardening. Were you gardening before the pandemic or did you learn about gardening afterwards? And if so, what did you learn? What did you learn? I don't think would ever have bought a green stock. Maybe you're going to paint, cement, and weigh it. Ooh. Erica, oh my goodness. Y'all done took it to a whole new level. David said, I might just give Erica my crown this year because last place deserves a shine. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That day of reckoning is gonna be off the chain. Like that last day for entry, it's gonna be ridiculous. There's the way I just bust out laughing. Oh, how did y'all get started on that? That's crazy. Y'all just silly for no reason. Oh, excuse me, I gotta put a pillow up under my leg. Yeah, my grandmother, I used to love sit out in the garden. I was eating more than helping when I initially started helping my grandmother out in the garden. I would sit in the middle of a garden with a water hose and a salt shaker. And I would pluck a nice ripe tomato, take the hose and rinse it off and put some salt on it, just bite into it. I'd eat tomatoes to the acid had my face all broke out, but they were so good. I can't eat these hot house tomatoes that they bring to the supermarket. I just can't do it. If I can't have me a fresh tomato out of somebody's yard, because I love BLTs during the summer months, I don't mess with them store. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. There was a comment that shot past me that I didn't get a chance to see. Gina says, I'm always learning new things through this garden community. I remember you was telling us the people that was next to you looked like they were growing for like maybe a market or something. Erica, you girl had big, huge leads last year. Toe broke to just let her weigh in. Oh, wow. That's just rude, David. Mike saying hi to Frugal. Everybody saying hello to Frugal Mama. Uh, Nikki said, I grew peppers, tomatoes, and herbs before 2020. I decided to expand and learn new things about growing food at home. I really like your garden. You got it nice and neat. And I like how you got your grow bags lined up all up against near the fence. He's OG. All I said was how to half tall. What that means you started it then. Hey, Cheryl Norris, thank you for stopping in. Talk about what somebody else started. You started it. Yes, you're supposed to rag on your butt. The analytic gardener says, I'm out in my garden tending to the winning watermelon. Oh, Lord, here we go. But I had a garden before the pandemic. I got serious during. uh, and I heard David was trying to tell somebody earlier, was it official Jamil or was it Laura? Somebody was trying to learn how to grow watermelon. And he was telling them how he prepped the ground. Or was it compost and some other stuff? And he kept asking everybody what they was growing. I was like, they ain't supposed to tell your secrets. Hey, Odom. Yep, I was watching you today. Look at them raspberries. They was looking pretty good. Erica said, I learned about the different types of seeds. Yes, it's 1,000,001. Call her name and watch her holler. David, stop. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Cheryl says she started in 2015. Okay, you had to jump before the pandemic, so you just kind of expanded it. Yep. So it's you see all the different times people have come in to learn. So once they got into the YouTube gardening community, they were able to extend their gardening, get new seeds, learn new techniques, learn new stuff on the market. Because we had quite a few people in our garden community that let us know about the pH balance and the NPK for people who didn't understand or knew what that meant, how to improve your soil. Erica, David, you realize Gina always showing her garden but never harvesting. Oh my goodness. Leave Gina alone. Don't start, Erica. So yeah, made me forget my thought. But anyway, I like how everybody who has grapes, they're showing how their grapes are becoming clusters, how they filling up and getting big, and they're harvesting tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and what have you. I'm trying to read some of the chat. Hey, everybody, gotta go back to work. Okay, Tag, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Say hi to the girls. Uh, Gina said she just posted a Harvest Tuesday, Erica. uh, oh yeah, 8 soil, A1. Yeah. Well, soil is just like the foundation of the house. If it's not right, nothing you build on top of it's gonna work. So if your soil is dead, your plants have nothing to feed on. So you got to give them a little fuel to feed on in order for them to produce. Like they said, when you feed the soil, your soil feeds your plants and your plants feed you. So yeah, that's the way it works. But in some after a while though, as they said, we don't have to keep adding all that stuff to the soil. As long as we keep adding compost to replenish the soil, yeah. Uh G Mama says, I'll be glad when my grapevine act right. Well, your garden gonna grow the way it wanna grow. You can plant it, but if you don't train it, it's gonna do what it wanna do. You grow said, I think this will be my first year getting homegrown grapes. Ooh, my plants are looking promising. Roro, are you still getting mushrooms? How to improve soil OG is what you were saying. Yeah. Some people will take soil samples and send them off through their extension program through their county to see what they might be missing, whether or not they have a shortage on potassium or magnesium or phosphate or nitrogen. If they feel like their plants aren't producing or acting in such a way that you think it's getting everything it needs. Sometimes you have to do that. Um, and normally I would suggest it if you're planting in an area that you've never used before. It might be compacted or it might have been your lawn for years on years. You know, when you dig it up, clean it out, you might want to do a soil test just to see what you need to help beef it up before you start planting stuff. Because sometimes you can just keep adding stuff and you can do an overload. Veggie says, you all have me wanting to grow grapes so bad. Don't think I can fit them in. I say you don't have nowhere else for them to grow. Yeah, still getting mushrooms. Okay, especially right now with all this rain popping up all over the yard. I bet they are. All this moisture, yeah. Erica A grew dandelions last year. Did you see that video? Y'all off the chain. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of folks bringing out cucumbers and tomatoes. And I'm just jelly. I'm hoping to get some stuff real soon. Everything's flowering, so I'm just waiting for it to fruit. Autumn said compost, fall leaves, and thick layers of mulch every spring and fall, and good prune grapes will take off. Okay. Did you hear that, Ro? So I get a lot of leaves. I don't know, for some reason, my backyard seems like it's in that little swirl. And when the leaves fall off all these trees, they just seem like they gather in front of the garage. I got a bunch of them out there now. And I would put those in some of my raised beds and let them break down because that's what they do in the forest. The forest have the richest soil. It's moist. It's full of life. It's got all kinds of worms and natural bacteria in it that helps everything flourish and grow. Erica, Dave, or Erica said, David, Gina grew weeds and called it lettuce. Oh wow, y'all at it. I ain't never grown dandelions, David. Uh, Cheryl says I'm getting my first flush of real grapes. Okay, cool. That's nice. Oh, y'all at each other. Y'all like a bunch of kids tonight. Y'all going tag you it. David saying Erica. Gina said, "Oh, you coming for my garden?" Wild lettuce, Erica. Ah, y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Okay, all right. And Frugal Mama laughing at y'all. Bro, how they start coming for me. David started it, Gina. He called Erica a half pint, and they kind of just took it and went on a roll. Hey, Kay Renee, how are you? And Ben, listen, that's okay. I appreciate you tuning in. I like your chickens. They always in your yard getting into something. And you be talking to them like your children. Like, you ain't got no business in there. Get out of there. And they listen to you, they get out of there. Well, you grow up and say, Gina, I don't know, but they got jokes. Yeah, they on the roll. They're going back and forth at each other. Erica talking about David's gonna get concrete and paint it, make it look like watermelon, so I guess it can be the heaviest. Wait, did someone send for me? Yeah, tag. They at it. They at it. They going at it. Oh Lord, here we go. Watermelon Wars Part 3. Cause y'all did part 1 and 2 already on this on my live. So here go part 3. By the end of September, we're gonna have to send out for the National Guard to separate you guys because y'all gonna be off the chain. Oh Lord, now I'm going for analytic. David, you grow roll lines look zigzag. Oh my goodness, y'all know y'all just stuck on silly. Nikki, you see her? They messing. Uh, who else in this Watermelon Wars is in the chat? Nikki, are you in the game? Veggie, are you in the Watermelon game? I don't even know who's on the list. I think Broke says like 40 something people on his list, and he got everybody in certain numbers, whether they number 14 or whether they number 2 or number 12 or whatever. Who all, who all else? I know Tag's in there. Tag say she in it to win it. So how many folks are in the live in this chat right now are in the Watermelon Wars? Yeah, they are, Nikki. They are cutting up. Last time we had them, they was up on the screen. Who was that? David with Crooked Peach and GT. They was cutting up so bad. Oh, Tag said, been there, done that. Oh, don't come for me. Oh, David, she said, back that thing up. Oh, Cheryl said, David, you have beautiful watermelon leaves. Oh, my goodness. And Nikki said, no, not me. She said, I ain't even in there. Oh, Veggie said, I'm just watching from the sidelines. Gina said, they talking so much trash. That's humble pie going to struggle. Going down. Okay. I'm hanging in by a thread. Wasn't that a necessity? Okay. Oh, she said, Watermelon Queen is in the house. Oh, my goodness. Uh, Nikki said, I'm good. She said, I already won the indoor growing challenge. I wouldn't want to take the watermelon. Oh, okay. Hey, Country Hustle 101. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, you coming in the middle of the craziness. Nikki said, I'm just watching. I'm just looking. Okay. We said, we ain't even in this. She said, I'm just on the sidelines checking it out. We're going to see how this going to work out. Divorces. I'm in it. Moving in silence. Okay. Yeah, because these folks, they off the chain. No, sweetheart, the deadline, OG Gardening, is passed. You had to have a video done, I think, by April something. I forgot the exact date. You had to enter showing that you planted your seeds to get them started. So the entry is gone. That's all right. This we have one every year, so just be ready for next year. Just get your ground prep for wherever you want to grow it, and that way you'll have that much of a head start. Just prep the ground. And Veggie says, "So nice of you, Nikki." Say she did one. Said she bowed out, got out of everybody else's way. Oh, let them have the watermelon wars. But she said, least I could do. How gracious of you, Nikki. Oh, look, analytics supposed to have been left, what, 5 minutes ago? She's still in here. But she said, let me go on back to my winning watermelon patch. I'm still listening. Oh, she had to come in and drop that before she go back to, oh, all right. Congrats, Nikki. Well done. And we 2024, I happily pass my crown to you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Y'all, you ladies is down on the hydroponics though. Dave said the only reason Nikki won was because she had her camera zoomed in to make it look huge. Mike didn't. No, oh, stop, David. Now see, you in a category that you wouldn't even messing with. You don't even do hydroponics, do you? Why you trying to be all up in somebody's Kool-Aid that don't know what flavor it is? What's wrong with you, David? You stick to watermelon. That's your expertise. Cause I ain't seen you do no hydroponics while you sitting there. Now I'm putting my 2 cents in right now. Mm-hmm. If she got to go back to patch, it must need assistance. Mm-mm. Tell him, OG. Gina, you feel me? Hey, Mary Grow with me. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Sending love and blessings from In the Bushes to my favorite gardening queen and everybody in the chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, I ain't mad at you in the bushes. Do what you got to do. Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to Mary. Yeah, because, some people still working. Yeah, I remember I used to work the night shift. I'd have been talking to y'all from my desk. Miss Shirley, stay in your lane, David. Yep. Yep. He always trying to get into somebody else's stuff. You got a system. I just don't use that expensive toy. That's all right. That's all right. And the only reason you don't play with that expensive toy because you don't know how. And if you know how to do it, show me. See why you sitting there talking that yin yang. I love the outside garden. You can garden your butt off, chickens and all. But when you go on the inside, because I want to see what you can do in there since you think you all that in a bag of chips. Ooh, He don't use toys. No, we gonna send him Rashad. David don't know nothing about no toys. Don't nobody want to play with David. Mm-mm. I could grow hydroponic watermelon if I had room. I know. Did I was watching you with your 20-foot high fig. Got babies on there? Oh Lord, they're going for the throat. What you say, Gina? You out of line. Well, yeah. I bet you, David. I want you to show me while you sit there talking that yin yang that you can do hydroponics. We could see you growing outside. You shown that, and we seen that without a doubt. Cannot doubt that whatsoever. I even like some of your techniques, but inside that's a whole new ball game. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? Been listening and laughing while I was in the store. People probably thought I was crazy. Yeah, that can easily happen when you get in here with these folks here. That can easily happen. Yeah, my granddaughter laughed at me so bad. She said, Graham, put your ear pods in. I was like, what? Oh, Sister, what's up? Mona, guess what? I planted two, not one, but two of the squash seeds. Yes, I did. And I put them close to a climbing fence. I hope I can get my squash this year. Oh, the chat just keep jumping. I can't even catch up. Everybody's. I'm trying to catch. All right, wait a minute. Now, Rashad, my boo. Up, Gina. Okay. Uh, been listening last while. Okay. Ooh, when did he say? David, I learned that trick. Yeah, let me put this up here because I can't even see. David, I learned that trick from you. That's the only reason you won Watermelon Wars, but you ain't heard it from me because I ain't one to gossip. And that's the truth.